Today I'll be trying out film souping for the first time. If you don't already know what film souping is, basically you take a roll of film that you have already shot, soak it in a bunch of chemicals, i.e. your film soup, and then send it for development. So basically this will give you some interesting effects such as color shifts, stains, and some added grain maybe. So the ingredients that I've selected for today will be whatever I have at home. Basically, there's normal white vinegar, 5% distilled vinegar, and there's sea salt, regular dishwashing liquid, and this is green tea which has some mixed berries included. Other things you need: hot water and a container for souping your film in. Okay, so first things first, I'll be taking out the film lid from the film canister. This is to help assist the liquids in entering the canister and getting it well into it. Okay, so next thing is to prep the soup. Basically, I'll be making my tea first. So I'm going to place this loose tea inside this tea bag so things don't float around in liquid. Okay, so this is the tea. And I'll pour probably... This water was boiled about 10 minutes ago. And next one will be salt. So for salt, I'm going to put about this amount inside. Then I'll just put a bit of dishwashing liquid. Yeah. Okay. Let it dissolve first. Okay, so I think I'm just going to add a little bit more hot water. Smells kind of nice. Okay, and the rest of it will be white vinegar. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, so now the temperature actually feels kind of just lukewarm. It's not really very hot anymore. Here goes nothing. Wow, look at it. Okay, and we'll set the timer for 15 minutes. Hello, Fuji. How are you doing? I hope this is warm enough for you. Okay, so after the 15 minutes, I'm probably just going to do a very quick rinse of it and then let it dry for 7 days before sending it to a lab. One thing that is very important is to make sure that the lab that you send it to actually takes souped film, because not all labs will accept it, so please make sure you check before you send it over. Okay, so it's time. Okay, so one thing I like to try to see is take a look at whether you can see any difference on the film. I mean, here you can see a little bit, so at least you know the mixture actually does something to the film, I suppose. So I'm just going to do a quick rinse. Here I have just regular tap water. I'm just going to stick it in for a while. Okay. Okay, actually the canister does feel a bit heavier, quite a little bit heavier than normal. So I think there's actually quite a lot of liquid that's inside. So now I'm just going to let this dry for a week, I suppose. So I've sent the film for development and here are the results. Overall, I'm quite pleasantly surprised considering this is my first film soup. I think I got quite decent results. You can see there's definitely some color shifts, patches of color that are introduced from the film soup. There's quite a lot of pinks, greens and purples that are added, especially around the edges. Here I actually got a really nice rainbow effect on this frame, but quite unfortunately it was quite a blurry frame. I also got some liquid stains and marks on some frames. I was actually hoping to get more specs or texture artifacts, but from this row I just got some spots. Most of them are just like a single spot on a frame. So I think for future maybe I'll try stronger chemicals, maybe like lemon. I did shoot this roll with the intention of souping these images, so when shooting the roll I tried to keep the images uncluttered and some of them with more negative space. I think these help to really showcase the effects of the film soup better. As you can see in some of the more cluttered frames, the effects actually get a bit lost in all the action. There is definitely a mood that the film soup adds to the photos, so you could lean into this while shooting the roll for film souping. These are some of the shots that I wouldn't usually shoot, but I think they suit the mood of the film soup quite well. One thing to mention also is that the photos actually came out quite faded. Here are some of the lab scans for comparison. So I did some work in Lightroom on them, mostly adjusting the exposure, contrast and the blacks. I tried to keep the colours untouched. For future, I will probably try to overexpose the rows slightly to try to get back some of the loss of contrast and details that the film soup causes. So that's all my thoughts on this fun experiment. This is something I will definitely do again. If you have done film souping before or have any ideas or tips on film souping, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Thanks for watching.